Hey guys, let's paint an original character. Today I was thinking about painting a dark mage with black hair and Japanese style clothing because I have a gut feeling it's gonna look pretty cool. Alright, so I usually start off with the thumbnail process. Thumbnailing is when you draw multiple small scale paintings so you can focus on composition and other stuff instead of focusing on all the detail. It's used by professional splash artists to efficiently pick the best compositions, and a lot of times these thumbnails don't even follow the same poses and compositions. So here I've got two thumbnails already. They technically both have the exact same pose, but they're captured at completely different angles and perspectives. This pose shows the character with one leg up, which I picked because it gives the character some sense of authority and power. So first I sketch my character in. Then I fill in the background and the whole character. And then I focus on adding bounce light to the character as well as room lighting, and then I draw some kind of line of action, which is his dark magic as the foreground. I usually do these thumbnails in a very limited and light value range since I level it out after I detail the painting. Okay, so the first thumbnail is more of a storyboard type of thumbnail because he's facing away from the camera. And the second one's got a splash art kind of vibe because he's coming towards the camera. Since I'm going for more of a storytelling kind of painting, I'm going to choose the first one. So here I've just transferred the thumbnail to the canvas, and honestly it's already looking pretty good. Here's where I'm going to clean up the whole painting a little, so I'll check back with you guys. Okay, so right now I'm kind of thinking of adding a cloak and some sigil tattoos all over his body, so I'll see you guys after I've done that. Okay, so I don't like the cloak at all, so I'm going to ditch it and go back to what it was before. Thankfully I duplicated my layer before so I could actually go back to what it used to be. Okay, so now that I've got a good base by identifying the background and cleaning up the painting, now I'm going to balance my values with the levels adjustment layer because the values are just way too light. Here's where I play around with all the values until I'm satisfied. Now it's time for the coloring stage. First, what I normally do is I try to color the whole theme of the painting by applying a gradient map adjustment layer. I apply soft light to the layer and then I just choose a cool looking gradient map. I took this technique straight from Peter Mohrbacher because it gives a really nice effect to the whole piece. Now I'm going to paint soft light layers onto the character to outline the color of his skin and clothing. After countless iterations of tattoo designs, I think we've got the right one. I just used a combination of adding and carving the tattoo design to get this sigil and foreign writing effect, because obviously I don't know how to write in sigils. think it'd be really cool if I added a glow effect to the tattoos near the hand, just to show that he's activating his magic where his hand is. In this stage of the piece, I'm just focusing on going through the whole painting with a smaller brush to define details, and especially all the dark magic and effects in the piece. Honestly, I'm really bad at drawing backgrounds, but utilizing this polygonal lasso tool to fill in shapes and gradients is really leveling up my background rendering. Finally, it's time we use the RossDraws color dodge method. A lot of artists, especially myself, mostly have issues with using color dodge because it's so easy to overdo. So I always lower the opacity on my color dodge layer so I make sure I don't overdo it. Even though there are some issues in this piece and the composition could be better, I'm really happy with how this piece came out, and I learned a lot of necessary techniques that I'm going to use for my future paintings. This is the first time I've made a video like this, but this type of video is also going to be a staple within my channel. But please let me know what kind of content you guys want to see in future videos. As always, I hope you can take something from this, and thanks for watching.